Okay, how you doing? I'm Jonathan, and I wanted to make a video for you guys. It's going to talk about how our company is structured. After I talk about the structure a little bit, I want to hit some high points of the industry. Thanks for coming along on the journey with us. We're not exactly sure where this is going to lead you. We have no idea where this is going to lead us, but I definitely think you should grab a notebook, take some notes as I talk about this industry because it is absolutely huge. But for the first probably 300 seconds, I'm going to talk about our company. So we have, I started business for myself in 2006. I fell out of college. And at that time, it was definitely a crazy time in my life. My dad wanted me to work for him. He owns a funeral home. And so he said, would you please come and work at the funeral home? And I was like, just wasn't for me. So I started pouring concrete, and Anglin Concrete started in 2006, anglinconcrete.com. And so there I go. I was off to the races. Let's fast forward to 2020. It's when COVID hit, as you remember. And so when COVID hit, I was pouring a lot of concrete around a lot of pools. And one thing that we kept running into that the pool builders were just not doing a great job. They were like leaving things high and dry. Being in the industry now and looking back on what they were doing, they were trying to field every call that came in, so they were leaving some things detached. But I came home one day and I told my wife about 2021-ish, and I said, hey, we need to build pools, we need to get in the industry. Like, the customer service in this industry is terrible. And the only way that I made it as a concrete guy in a town full of concrete guys, literally, I use the word Hispanic, I guess, as well as people from South America, all kinds of stuff like that. And so I had a lot of competition. These guys are really proficient in their work and really good. And me, I'm a fat white guy, so I just wasn't that good, right? And so but the only thing that kept me going in that time was customer service. So, that's one thing that we really pride ourselves in around here. I've always told my wife, ever since I met her, we've been married well over 10 years, and I always said, hey, do what you say you'll do. With me, with the kids, with whoever you talk to, with you. That's the deal with us. We do what we say we'll do. And so if I've told you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do that. Well, that's what kept my concrete business going. So I knew that I had what it took to build a pool business. And so I started going to school, guys, 2021. I literally started going and learning about the pool industry. I started learning about different things with that, and I started taking class. We started learning about gunite pools, started learning about some other things. I'm going to talk about that in a little while, and it went really well. Well, we decided as I was going to school, hey, let's make a couple little business changes. So I'm going to talk to you about that today. As soon as I get done with the business changes, there will be another video. It's going to kind of talk about the industry a little bit. I don't want to make these videos too incredibly long for you, but I need you to understand who we are and what we do and how we're going. So I don't know if I said this. My name's Jonathan. My wife's name is Larissa. We have two kids, Luke and Anna. They are amazing. And we have this little dog that my wife likes more than me, and her name is Trixie. And so you will see all of them at some point. But let's talk about the business. So I started in 2006 with Anglin Concrete, and Anglin Concrete is still running today, and it's doing really well. In 2023, we decided that, hey, we're going to be in the industry. And this industry is huge. I'm fixing to talk about that. But one thing that we decided is we're like, man, we don't know much about pools. So what we did was we started this company that you see on my shirt. It's called Blue Splash Pool Service. So Blue Splash starts in 2023. It is an LLC, and it starts in 2023. And in that company, we do cleaning. So we clean pools. We do maintenance of pools, which means we try to make sure that they're working properly. We'll talk about that later. We do leak detection. We do pool inspections. We do equipment replacement. replacement. Sorry for the bad handwriting, and liner replacement. All right, so these things right here alone might be the reason you're watching this video today. And if it is, you're going to learn about things in cleaning like chemicals. You're going to understand how chemicals work. When you get to leak detection, you're going to learn how to use over $20,000 worth of leak detection equipment that's literally going to help you pinpoint the problems in the pool. You'll be able to solve a problem for somebody else. That's what life's about. It's about you doing something for somebody else and you not getting any credit. We'll talk about that on this journey. Pool inspections are neat. They basically are you going out and looking at the pool and determining if something's wrong. We'll teach you to do that as you come along board if Blue Splash is while you're watching this. Equipment replacement is what it says it is. We'll talk about the different types of equipment. There's lots of equipment that goes on a pool, lots of different systems and how they function. And then liner replacement. So liner replacement is one of the 3 types of pools. We'll talk about the 3 types of pools. And liners have to be replaced every 5 to 7 years on an average. That's kind of how that works. But as we were doing Blue Splash Pool Service, we decided, hey, listen, let's do a little building. And so that's what I went to school to do. So we started this company called Apex Watershape. And Apex Watershape is what's called a doing business as, or a DBA of Anglin Concrete. Now this is state licensed. So we do, in the state of Tennessee, which is where we are, you have to be state licensed to build anything over $25,000. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a chicken coop. But anything over the $25,000 mark, you have to be licensed. Well, Anglin Concrete is licensed. At this point, we're licensed for well over $500,000 per project. We can do 10 projects at a time. And so what we did was we took this licensure and we put it into the pool building because we thought, you know, we're going to be building some cool projects, but we want our licensure to cover us. So Apex Watershape is the pool building portion to what we do. And so Blue Splash does just cleaning, leak detection, maintenance, things like that. This company right here, does pool building, and that's literally it. Building of pools. Super quick, I'll hit on the 3 types of pools. You have a liner pool, you have a fiberglass pool, and then you have what's called a gunite or shotcrete pool. All right, now these 3 types of pool are all on the in-ground pool level. You also have above ground, which would be most of them, like 99.9% of them, are liner pools, and they are going to be above ground. And we can build any of these. So there's 3 types of in-ground here, and then there's really a liner pool is only above ground. If you have another above ground, we could talk about that, but that's kind of how that works. We can talk about that, but it's a little different. So we did this, and we were like, hey, this is working. Hey, this is going to work. Jonathan went to school for it. But we decided all of a sudden, we're like, man, the winters are hard. Like, nobody's pool's open in Tennessee. Only we take care of over 100 pools, and 10 pools were open that we took care of. They stay open all winter. And so, can you keep your pool open all winter? Yes, you can. And so we were like, man, we've got to create some income. So what we ended up doing is we ended up starting a 3rd branch of company. And the name of that, did you know that sticks? Look at that. And the 3rd branch of company is called Apex Pool and, actually it's spelled out, isn't it? And Spa. So Apex Pool and Spa is going to be a store model. It is a store model. It opens the 15th. I'm shooting this video on the 10th. And so this is a store model. It will have several different locations. So I'll put multiple locations. And this store model is going to be able to sell some chemicals, equipment, things like that. But we're also going to concentrate on spas and cold plunges and saunas. Oops. Saunas. Okay. And so this is going to be a wellness branch of what we're trying to do. So this is retail here. You might be here for this right now. I don't know. You're also going to do water testing. We'll talk about that at some point in this video, one of these videos. So water testing is very important. A lot of people take water to get it tested. Well, if you're coming in on this branch of things, we will teach you how to test water, and you will be able to help people test water. So it's kind of a snapshot on who we are. It's not perfect. You might have some questions. You might have wrote down questions. But we got some other videos coming, and these videos are going to pertain to exactly what you're going to do and kind of where you're going to be. You're going to meet me in person at some point, and my email is like always open. So if you need anything, let us know. Thanks. See ya.